Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on 99 Nights in the Forest. And pretty much I'm going to go ahead and kind of teach you guys how you could go ahead and just level up your fire to the max without really even doing much. And realistically, you have to do this like during the beginning to go ahead and do this. But pretty much what you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and try to bring as many saplings as you possibly can to your base. And the reason for this is because sometimes resources are very scarce and it's very hard to find wood, coal, gasoline, and those big barrels, especially since you're not maxed out on the fire. So that's the one thing you want to do, is just try to bring as many of those little saplings as you possibly can. And when you bring enough of them, then you'll be able to pretty much compete with the fire and pretty much hold it up high. But definitely that's the one thing you want to do. And usually we would have like maybe 1 or 2 people. If you guys are in a group of 5, for example, you want 1 or 2 people to go ahead and collect saplings, bring the wood back. And the other ones are pretty much going to go ahead and explore, look for gasoline, coal. But realistically, the people that are pretty much mining the saplings, right, just going for saplings, are going to be very dependent on the others, meaning that they're pretty much not going to really do much more aside from doing the regular just getting your trees and saplings. So if your other 3 members, for example, go out, find better equipment, a better bag, a better axe, so pretty much bring it to the persons or people that are mining. And that's pretty much what we have right here. And unfortunately, I do not have a group right now because everyone left and rage quit. So now I'm just here mining by myself. But I should be able to hold this out on my own. All right, and it did stop raining. And I do think that we're going to probably not have as much as we need for this. But pretty much this is like the kind of strat that you want to go ahead and do, is just go ahead and just knock all these trees down, bring them all back to the camp. And then from there, you just go ahead and just kind of put them in the bio fuel thing right there on the side. And we're about to actually run out of the fuel too, which is going to be great. So let's go ahead and see how far we could go with just us and all these trees here. All right, and so we are at 1. So let's go ahead and just start putting them all in here and see how far we're able to get this up. Obviously, we were at 15 when we started this, but we're pretty much going to try our best to kind of go ahead and fill it up to as max amount as possible. So let's go ahead and just continue to collect and continue to put in. And that load got us to 56, which is great. We still have a couple more here. Obviously, I don't think we're going to have enough for this set, but we do have another couple saplings right here that just grew. So we're going to go ahead and transition into those very, very soon. And so unfortunately, we didn't exactly make it. However, we do have a lot of saplings still here. So we're going to go ahead and pretty much replant these saplings as quickly as we possibly can. Another thing I would recommend is try to plant the saplings on the same spot, just so it kind of conserves like space. And on top of that too, it's going to be way more easier for you to go ahead and knock down trees multiples at a time. Sometimes you do have that random occurrence where you're able to knock down more than 1 tree at a time. So that's kind of the reason why I put them all in the same place, or at least try to put them all in the same place. So once you started cutting them all down again, pretty much it's going to be very close to where you're at last time. If you had some cultists attack you, then it might have went down a little bit, but it's all right. But yeah, pretty much we didn't exactly go that far down. We're at 50, what was that, 50 something? And it's raining now, which is not the greatest thing because now we got to fight the water, but we should have enough to pretty much beat the water as well. So let's go ahead and try to grab as quickly as we can and then max out. And obviously because of the rain, we are a little bit behind, but that's quite all right. We might barely make it. We might not. We only got like 3 wood here, but due to the rain, it is a little kind of, it did hinder our ability a little bit. But the good news is that we do have a couple other things that we could go ahead and use as well. And the rain just stopped. Perfect. And so what we're going to go ahead and do is use anything that is biodegradable, anything that we could go ahead and eat. So food, you could also put in there meat, berries, the flaming hot berries that make you go quick, or I could say the jalapenos, I guess, the red ones. And pretty much that's pretty much the main way that I usually do it. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of give you guys a little bit of a summary. So pretty much what you guys want to do is kind of collect as many of these little saplings as you can, collect them and plant them closer to your base. Once you go ahead and collect a good amount, pretty much you'll be able to kind of stay with the pace of the fire, especially if you're by yourself, because I'm by myself and it's so hard to keep that fire on. Another thing too is when you're chopping down the wood and you bring it over, make sure to have one of these biofuels right next to the fire, so then it could just double the, how do I say it, double the duration of the fire. So if you put a log in the biofuel, it burns a lot more compared to actually throwing it in the fire. On top of that too, if you're playing with multiple people, have a couple of people designated to chopping wood and to bringing the saplings back, and some other people out there to go ahead and collect oil, coal, gasoline, and just make sure not to put it all in the fire at once. Keep it saved until you have a good amount and then just rush it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care.